Hello.
Hello,
Hey,
hello.
everyone.
Welcome.
We're just getting set up. This is our kids show, or for the young and young at heart.
Thank you so much for being here, friends. We hope you're having a lovely day wherever you are. It's a beautiful day here in Charlottesville, Virginia, which is where we are streaming this from. And thank you so much for coming. I know some of you have been coming every week to join us here on these Friday afternoon. It's 2 p.m. our time here in Charlottesville.
Let us know where you're watching from. Hey, Chantrell, long time. Let us know where you are and if there are any kids watching with you. Oh, your daughter loves my dress today. I'm going to tell you a story about this dress later.
And it's helpful to know the ages of the kids that may be watching.
Yeah.
Or the young at heart. If you want to tell us your age and it's 88, that's lovely too. We would love to know that. We're so happy to have you guys here. We are going to start with, you grab your, oh, yes.
I think your chair is on it.
Oh, excuse me. This little attic studio sometimes gets very, very tight.
Tight squeeze. It is May Day. Happy May Day, everyone. Allie, I see you're watching. We're going to have a maypole tomorrow. We decided we're going to put a stick in the middle of our yard and put some ribbons on it and dance around it tomorrow when it's a beautiful day here. Someone's watching from Lansing. All right.
Oh, 12 days from being 7. That's big.
Wow.
That's very big.
So far, no stink bugs today. People are checking in.
Thank you. They're more kind of like at the night was when the stink bugs come up here in the attic. They come out in force. And all right, yeah, we have our niece and nephew, an 8 and a 6-year-old. Hello, guys.
All right. You all ready for some jawbone? We're going to start with jawbone.
I love you, your mama's heart is gonna falter. Just because I love you, your mama's heart is gonna falter. I should run for the covers by the time we reach the altar. I should run for the covers by the time we reach the altar. Oh, Jenny, Jenny, Junebug under the Pacific tree. Your love is right, you are too good for me. Just because I love you, your mama's pregnant Alabama. Because I love you, your mom's pregnant Alabama. Tell her we'll meet her around because soon she'll be your grandma. Tell her we'll meet her around because soon she'll be your grandma. Oh, Jenny, Jenny, Junebug under the Pacific tree. Your mom is right, you are too good for me. I love you, your mama's supposed to ride on love. Jenny, just because I love you, your mama's supposed to ride on love. Remind you to be grateful you're not dating that other schmuck. Remind you to be grateful you're not dating that other schmuck. Oh, Jenny, Jenny, love under the Pacific tree. Your love is right, you are too good for me. Oh, just because I love you, your mom's come on the done. Just because I love you, your mom's come on the done. Oh, no, should I have no doubt, but should all be your son. Oh, no, should I have no doubt, but should all be your son. Oh, Jenny, Jenny, Junebug under the Pacific tree. Your love is right, you are too good for me. Oh, Jenny, Jenny, Junebug under the Pacific tree. Your love is right, you are too good for me. All right. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. Welcome. This is our Friday afternoon kids show. We've got a 7-year-old and a 42-year-old watching. We're doing an art project with a rainbow. Some people who love the jawbone. Let us know where you're tuning in from. It's so fun for us to see that. And if you have a favorite song, you should mention it just in case we might play it. we've got a loose set list planned, but there's wiggle room. So if you have something that you want to hear, and it seems appropriate for the young and young at heart, then please let us know.
What about this one?
Sure.
You feel like?
Yeah.
We haven't done this one in a little bit. This is a little instrument. It's a synthesizer, and it is called pocket piano. And it looks like these kind of buttons basically match up with, a C to a C on a keyboard, and then goes on to a D and a D sharp as well, if you get very excited and wild. And it has all these different little knobs on it, and they change the tone of it, or they change how fast the sound is happening, or how loud it is.
Let's give an example.
All right. Here's one.
Which color is that one?
Yellow. I don't know what that makes you think of. Makes me feel like I'm about to land on a planet. And then we could start changing the sound a little bit here. Let's see. That's one of the cool things you can do with it.
Wow.
Let's see. I could kind of play with this for a long time, so you have to kind of rein me in here.
Off. All right. Okay, what's next?
Now, I could use the cord that's going into the piano. Okay. It's in the very back. I think either way, it's going to make a little bit of a pop.
Are you all ready for a pop?
I think they can handle a little pop. It'll be a gentle pop. Still figuring out our system here. Excuse me. Oh, that wasn't too bad. There you go. All right. I wanna listen to that little heart beating. Listen to that little song repeating. Belly trembling with life. I can't believe that you're my wife. Like a flower to the touch, the world has opened up. I wanna listen to that little heart beating. Listen to that little song repeating. The sky is so vast, the clouds they move too fast. So we built our little island, honey in the belly of a lion. I wanna listen to that little heart beating. Listen to that little song repeating. Pause between each breath, two hearts inside your chest. Everything is filled with light, even the darkness here is bright. Listen to that little heart beating. Listen to that little song repeating. Thank you so much. I like dancing to that song. I don't know if you felt like you wanted to dance during that, but I just can't help myself during that groove, that spacey tropical groove.
That song is called Little Heart, and it's on our new album called Line of Light. I just saw someone who said they have been totally in love with this band since yesterday. That's amazing.
That's exciting.
Welcome.
Since yesterday. We've been doing it for 13 years. I'm just discovering this yesterday. That's incredible. I love that. That's a very special thing about it.
Mind. I also want to say hi to Barbara and Violet and Jill. Friends, family. All right. Let us know where you're watching from. If there are any kids with you, if you feel like a kid at heart, you can tell us your age. Or
how young you feel. Maybe how young you feel.
That's nice. 15. 15.
40. That's older than I actually am, but that's...
David's been 40 his whole life. I'm still 15. Works out okay. All right.
That was a pocket piano that I was playing. Someone asked, just what is that instrument that was making those space age sounds? It was a pocket piano. And this is a guitar.
Wish I had a donkey in my soul, carry all my burdens home, all those things for which I cannot atone. I can sell, but I cannot disown. Wish I had a donkey in my soul. Wish I had a cellar in my chest, store the fruit when times are brisk. Winter could cover the ground with its best, but I'd still have somewhere warm where I can rest. Wish I had a cellar in my chest. Wish I had a mouse trap in my mouth, snag my tongue like a nail snags a blouse. Stop me for things head south, for all I hold dear I renounce. Wish I had a mouse trap in my mouth. Wish I had an anthem in my lungs, send this letter with no run. 'Cause as I get old, my heart grows young, forgets all the songs it has sung. Wish I had an anthem in my lungs. Wish I had a sinkhole in my veins, which my arms like highway lanes, so that after each time it rains, I can wash away all my aches and my pains. Wish I had a sinkhole in my veins. Wish I had a pile in my bag, take it behind me and cover my tracks, as I'm swallowed by the night's mouth of black, 'cause I cannot make up for all the things I lack. Wish I had a plow in my bag. in my soul. Yes, I had a donkey in my soul. Woo. Thank
Thanks,
you.
everyone. Happy early birthday to Lila.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to everyone. Welcome back to so many of you have seen. Who here has seen one of these live streams before, or who has never seen a live stream?
You mean one of the
Just one of these.
young
One of our
and heart Friday afternoon ones,
any of
or
them.
any of them?
Any of them. I'm
Any
just
of them.
curious.
All
Some
right.
people I recognize your names. You've been here before. We are here at home in Charlottesville, Virginia, in our little attic studio, where we've got so many instruments. I wish I could show you, but I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
There's a couple more in the closet.
Plus some in the closet. Lots of instruments. We got one repeat customer. Is anyone watching from another country other than the U.S. right now? Sometimes these early shows mean that people who... Oh, Amsterdam!
Oh, I loved it. This friend just sent someone the link, and that's how they found out about this. That
so
is a great
cool.
reminder that if you want to share this right now with anybody, this is a great time because we're doing it live, and it's fun for people to jump on and get to interact a little bit. So we appreciate you guys spreading the word, just letting people know, especially this show is kind of tailored to people that are home with kids right now and trying to navigate that. So, but it's for anyone. So if you think anyone that would enjoy this, thanks for helping us spread the word. We really appreciate it. We are going to do another song.
In Spanish sounds good.
Oh, yeah? All right.
Yeah.
Let's see. There's so many fun ones. How about something silly first?
Great.
All right. This is La Vaca Lechera.
I'm going to tell them, hey, from Devon.
It's about a very special cow. The singer is singing about his cow. It's not just any normal cow. It's a cow that delivers milkshake straight from the udder. And it's the coolest cow you've ever heard of. I wish I had a cow like that.
Me too.
I would take very good care of a cow like that.
Me too. One teat would be chocolate milkshake, one strawberry, one vanilla, and one. What's the fourth flavor of milkshake that it should be? You know your favorite milkshake flavor?
Tengo la vaca lechera, no es una vaca cualquiera. Me da leche merengada, ay que vaca tan salada, ay caray, 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 caray. Tengo una vaca lechera, no es una vaca cualquiera. Me da leche merengada, ay que vaca tan salada, ay caray, 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 caray. Tengo una vaca lechera, no es una vaca cualquiera. Me da leche merengada, ay que vaca tan salada, ay caray, 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 caray. Oh, tengo una vaca lechera, no es una vaca cualquiera. Me da leche merengada, ay que vaca tan salada, ay caray, 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 caray. One more time. I have a very cool cow. It's not just any cow. It gives me coffee and cappuccinos. Every day I've got a very special cow. I was just thinking about a cow that I would like to have, and one that would deliver cappuccinos. I thought that would be
not to mention that'd be
a great
cool.
cow.
Not to mention that the first 3 flavors of the fourth milkshake were coffee.
That maybe that planted that in my brain that I would like a coffee giving cow. Caramel cotton candy flavored cow. Ooh, that is rico suave. Oh my goodness.
Oh, somebody knew that song from your childhood? That's so cool.
I thought we could do another Spanish song. Someone requested El Agualuco. So
Sounds
you up for
good.
that one?
Yeah.
All right. So much fun. People are dancing. This is another
a dance song.
This is a great. If you were dancing to that crazy milkshake cow song, then I think you're gonna dance to this lovely song from Veracruz, Mexico.
All right. Let's switch sides.
All right. Oh, do you want to tell them anything about that dress
sure.
while they're getting
guys,
a
can you
great view
see
of
this
it?
beautiful blue silk dress? I had the good fortune of going with our band, David Wax Museum, to China. We were invited to play in Shanghai, and you know when your bandmates noodle, that's called noodling, when you just show them noodling. When you just sort of are playing along.
I was providing a soundtrack for your story.
Oh, you were?
But you know.
Okay. We got to go to Shanghai, and there are these beautiful markets full of cloth and people who sew things. And so you get to go to a market stall and choose the fabric you like, and they take your measurements, and you come back in 3 days and they make you a beautiful dress. So this was a dress that was made just for me from a beautiful little market stall in Shanghai. That's the story. If you'd like to see more about our trip to Shanghai, there's a really cool video on YouTube. Speaking of YouTube, I know you look lonely over there. There aren't too many people watching, but you are not alone. There are dozens and dozens of people watching on Facebook and Instagram. Okay, YouTubers, don't feel lonely over there today.
Yo quisiera y no quisiera, y no sé si usted quiera, y no sé si usted quiera. Yo quisiera y no quisiera que mojara tu pañuelo y me dieras la mitad. Yo quisiera y no quisiera, y no sé si usted quiera. De noche me mate frío, del sereno, de magia del sereno. De noche me mate frío, frío de lo mío, para no dejarlo bueno. De noche me mate frío, magia del sereno. Ya me voy para Acapulco, ya me voy para Acapulco, ya me voy a despedir. Dando besos, es el sol del Agualuco, ya me voy a despedir, ya me voy para Acapulco.
much. That was El Abueluco from Veracruz. And someone...
Oh,
it's
come on
tough.
up here.
You want me to help them if you want to do Say Darling Say?
Sure.
Hey,
Come and
how's
say
it going,
hi.
Mosey? We're doing our show here. Do you want to say
You
hi?
wanna say hi?
No, that's okay. You don't have to. All right, let me go help our 3-year-old get set up so we can keep doing this, and you can give him that.
All right, I'll play.
link, the
I'll play
YouTube
a
link.
song. I don't know what it is,
Oh,
so
just
you could
at
tell.
David Wax Museum Music.
There is a YouTube link. Someone asked about streaming it from YouTube. It's David Wax Museum Music. So it's, I think, youtube.com/David Wax Museum Music. You can watch on YouTube. All right. I'm going to put down some instruments and pick up another. So let's see here. I grew up playing a lot of old time music. And before I met David, I was playing in a couple different old time bands in Boston. And this song was one of my favorite ones to play. Let's see. Let me get this microphone in business here. It's a song called Say Darling Say, and it goes with a poem that you might recognize. If you want to jump in on guitar, you can do it. It's in D. Don't say a word, Pop's gonna buy you a mockingbird. Say, darling, say, if that mockingbird don't sing, Papa's gonna buy you a diamond ring. Say, darling, say. If that diamond ring turns brass, Papa's gonna buy you a looking glass. Say, darling, say, if that looking glass gets broke, Papa's gonna buy you a Billy Goat. Say, darling, say. If that bullet don't won't pull, Pop's gonna buy you a garden bull. Say, darling, say. If that car will roll over, Pop's gonna buy you a doggy rover. Say, darling, say. If that doggy rover won't bark, Papa's gonna buy you a horse and cart. Say, darling, say. If that horse and cart fall down, still be sweetest little baby in town. Say, darling, say. Hush, little darling, don't say a word. Pop's gonna buy you a mockingbird. Say, darling, say. If that mockingbird don't sing, Pop's gonna buy you a diamond ring. Say, darling, say. Thanks, everyone. All right, David's back. The kids are doing their dinosaur train babysitter. Do any kids out there have any recommendations for videos that our 6 and 3-year-old might both enjoy together? Think about that and type us some messages. If you're just joining us, let us know where you're watching from. Thanks for all those amazing emojis. Quintessential Gardens Ma is really into emojis. All right, what do you think would be nice?
Maybe another Spanish song.
Cool, let's do it.
I'm digging deep in my brain. These are old songs that I learned from my teacher, Gary Gosen. And I played them for years while I was traveling around Mexico. And some of them I haven't done in a while, so it's fun to revisit these.
Hey, Rebecca.
Allá en el rancho grande, allá donde vivía, había una tierrita que alegra me decía, Te voy a hacer los calzones con los que usa ranchero, con los empiezos de lana y los términos de cuero. Allá en el rancho grande, allá donde vivía, había una rancherita que alegra me decía, te voy a hacer los calzones con los que usa ranchero, con los empiezos de lana y los términos de cuero. Allá en el rancho grande, allá donde vivía, había una rancherita que alegra me decía, te voy a hacer los calzones con los que uso ranchero, con los empiezos de lana y los términos de cuero, de cuero, de cuero, de cuero, de cuero, de cuero, de cuero.
What was that about?
That's about a lady that the singer met who lives on a ranch way out there, allá en el Rancho Grande, in that big ranch out there, and she's gonna make him long underwear like the cowboys wear, or a special type of pants. Or
What are they like?
I don't know. I've never worn them. I haven't been fortunate enough to ever have somebody make those for me. And but they're gonna have ends. One part of them is gonna be wool, and the other ends of them is gonna be leather. So like
Those sound
leather
awesome.
wool long johns for cowboys.
That
I mean,
sounds
that's
awesome. Let's work on that.
yeah. I would love those.
Those sound really nice. David loves wearing little fact.
johns.
David loves wearing long johns. Seasons
It's
of the
spring,
year.
but I'm wearing them right now. Maybe.
I
No.
mean, spring, fall, and winter.
The attic gets hot up here, so that's not practical. But
I just noticed people are watching from the Netherlands and from Spain. Somebody's first concert from Spain, from Kentucky.
Que maravillosa.
Wow.
Thank you guys so much for being here. We're a full-time touring band in normal times. We tour with our children, our 6-year-old and our 3-year-old. They've both started touring when they were 6 weeks old. And this is the most...
The nickname for kids who tour are little road dogs, but road dog is a name for anyone who tours, and then we call them our road pups.
And they have been used to touring their whole life, and they it's strange kind of for all of us to be home this long. We've never been home this many consecutive days in the last decade. So we're savoring the parts of it that we can savor, and we're feeling very grateful that we can do these shows for you here. We really appreciate the tips if you're able to throw in a little bit. Doesn't have to be much. Any little bit helps, which is exciting about how many of you are watching this now or end up watching this over the course of the week, or once you share this with a friend and they watch it later. Any bit helps a lot. So thank you so much for your generosity.
On Venmo and PayPal, or on our website, which is davidwaxmuseum.com. And I just was going to mention that our kids, I think, are missing touring, because today they said, we're going to play tour. We're going to play going on tour. So they were imagining they were going on tour, which, you know what they were doing? Like the couch was the tour van, I think.
Yeah. I wasn't.
What else was happening?
I mean, he was just packing all of his diggers. Mosey was packing all of his diggers for tour, because you can't go on tour without lots of diggers.
Not when you're 3.
It's very important.
Somebody wants to know why it looks like our instruments are backwards. So here's the thing. We're looking at the screen so we know how to stay in our little screen zone. And it looks to us like a mirror. So it's kind of a mirror image. Because I think for us, it looks normal to see ourselves as a mirror. I think it would look too funny for us if it were switched. But I know that means mirror for you guys. All right.
Carpenter Bear?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So this is a song another one from Veracruz, Mexico. And it comes from this fandango tradition where people gather to play these old folk songs. And it's an extremely beautiful experience to kind of be part of one, to see people gathering for a fandango. Because what they do is they play for hours on end, and they don't stop sometimes till the sun comes up. And so people will play these traditional songs that they've been playing for hundreds of years, and they're improvising verses. They're making up verses on the spot, and they are usually making up verses about what's happening there at the party or the gathering or the big community event that they're celebrating or kind of marking the occasion of. And they're also singing these traditional verses that have been sung for hundreds of years. And so there's this one where they have these linked verses. That's a particular style of these where this song uses that, where as soon as one person finishes singing, somebody else in the group also starts singing right away. And there's not really a band per se. It's just anyone that wants to come and be part of this brings their instrument and comes for the fandango. And so the band is made up of all the individuals that are in that community or that have come from out of town to be part of that event that night. And so they're all gathered around a raised wooden platform called the tarima, and that's where the dancing is like the essential kind of heartbeat of the music, because there's no real drums to speak of. It's just this raised kind of clog dancing on the tarima. And this is a song about the woodpecker, which in Spanish is el pájaro carpintero, the carpenter bird. A much more dignified way, I think, to talk about such a beautiful animal. And so I'll sing some verses in the traditional Spanish and then some of the new verses that we wrote in English when we put it out on our record. For the song truly begins, for your permission I ask. For the song truly begins, if you be as you will end, I hope I'm up to the task. If you've a heart to mend, you found a place to rest and last.
In the forest wandering, nothing but my thoughts stir. In the forest wandering, I found my heart was pounding in time with what I heard. On my chest, it was knocking, oh, the carpenter bird.
De los pájaros bonitos que conozco con esmero, de los pájaros bonitos, la calandria y el pavito, por su cantar tan severo, pero por su copetito, el pájaro carpintero.
Men built rickety wagon wheels for to cross the countryside. Men built rickety wagon wheels. Then came bridges of steel for to cross the rivers wide. For nothing compares of the feel of the bed he crafts for his bride.
Para dormir con la amada, esa que yo tanto quiero. Para dormir con la amada, de seda tengo la amada y la cama compañero es de la mano sagrada del pájaro carpintero.
handle the carpenter's tools. Be sure you don't cut your hands if you handle the carpenter's tools. But if you go to the carpenter's school and spend time with the land, don't get fooled by the fool or by any other man.
With this verse we stop singing the carpenter's song. With this verse we stop, just as his rhythm from treetops pauses as the sun withdraws. For I believe I just felt a drop, and the road home tonight is long. Nice. All right.
Thanks,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Hey, Dan. Hey, Joy. Hello, Dad, if you're still there. Nassim, or whoever's your Kingsley Flood account.
Think about some wapangera.
Sure.
Is that right?
Yeah. This is such a cool instrument, you guys. Check it out. Look at how wide it is. Can you see how big it is? And what a beautiful, deep sound it makes.
So it's played in La Huasteca, which is a region in central Mexico. It encompasses many different states. It's quite a large region. And I spent some time when I first started going down to Mexico in La Huasteca Potosina, a slice of San Luis Potosi, which is part of this region. And they play this instrument, the wapangera, there. And these are all kind of handmade instruments from this region. And there's kind of a traditional way that they play it that's it's always in a trio. There's always somebody playing this, and then there's a smaller thing called a jarana that's similar to the little jarana that I play, and a violinist. And so they play with this very particular rhythm that is the same for every song. So there's one dance move that you can learn, and then you can dance this style of music. And when they dance sometimes in the plaza in like a Mexican town where they would be playing this music, you could have hundreds of people on a huge the wooden platform is as big as the plaza almost, and you have everybody stomping at the same moment, and it's just like thunderous throughout the whole town. And it's very exciting to see that. And if you can learn the dance right there, and then kind of fake your way through it in the beginning and get right into it, which is fun. But the music to play is actually, that takes a lifetime, and I'm just a beginner at it. But a traditional song would be played like this here.
Cantando el puntito estaba cuando me quedé dormido. Cuando me quedé dormido, cantando el puntito estaba. Ay la la la, ay la la la, ay la 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 la. Mi mamá me despertaba, yo me hacía el desentendido para ver si me dejaba otro ratito contigo. Ay la la la, ay la la la, ay la 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 la.
So that's a traditional song, but this is we use this song for this instrument for one of our songs called "Equal in the Darkness." It goes like this.
2, 3, 4.
I will find you if you open your eyes tonight. I will remind you all that you try to hide. You can choose blindness. I love her out of fear.
shadow of night drifts in, I feel alright again. Sometimes I just wanna flee, far from all the light in me.
Why you wanna be like that? Why you gonna burn the back? The way back, dark as a panther, no way now. You're gonna find the answer.
Everybody wanna live like this. Equally in the darkness, equally in the darkness, equally in the darkness. Doesn't everybody wanna live like this? Maybe I'm too scared, not sure that I'm prepared to have my secrets out betrayed. Isn't there another way?
Light's the only hope you got, shows you all the things you got. The sky so wide, it's measureless. Your heart's not a
Darkness, in the darkness, doesn't everybody wanna live like this? Equally in the darkness, equally in the darkness, equally in the darkness, doesn't everybody wanna live like this? Thank you so much. Thank you guys. All right. Oh, we are just finished up here. Maybe we have time for 2 more songs here.
Nice.
Would you be up for Wake Up and Dream, perchance? No, not
let's
feeling that
do a
one?
different
All right,
one.
let's do a different
We
one.
just did that one last night. You know, we're playing these live streams. We do Friday's Kid Show. We do a Sunday night kind of mellow songs and a Tuesday with a different theme every Tuesday night. But then other nights of the week, we are playing, we have a request for When You Are Still.
We can do that one. Yeah, let's do that in a more FU one at the end.
We've been doing these Zoom shows, which is kind of like a house concert online. So people invite all their friends and family from around the country and sometimes around the world. And we get to see little glimpses of you in the different Zoom screens. And it's been so much fun. What else do you want to tell them about?
Well, one thing that happened recently, once we keep kind of all of our tours kept getting postponed, and now they're even telling us that the August shows will probably get pushed off till 2021. So that means a couple different things for us. It means that we'll be doing this more, and so we'll look forward to seeing you guys every Friday here at 2 p.m. And it'd be great if there's something that you feel like would make this more exciting for you, or there's something you would like us to be talking about more, or something you just are excited to learn from us. We would love, or a song you think we should learn and play in this context. So let us know. Just, we're very easy to contact, either through wherever you're watching right now or at davidwaxmuseum@gmail.com. And it also meant, when they told us that we're not going to be back on the road for a while, is we took all the stuff out of our van, all of our merchandise. We have a store that we just travel around from venue to venue, and we mailed it to our warehouse in North Carolina. And so now our warehouse has so many incredible pieces of merchandise. So if you want to check that out, you can just go to our website, and then there's a link at the top that says store, and that'll take you to our online store.
But in the meantime, we have one CD that we're sending out for free to anyone who wants it, and it's our Knock Knock Get Up CD. It's David's favorite album that we've ever released, and it has a song called Harder Before It Gets Easier, which has kind of been a theme song for people during this time. And if you want us to mail you a copy, or if you know someone who might like a copy, we are mailing these for free from our house. We just put a butterfly stamp on it and put them in the mailbox. So let us know. You can just email us an address to send it to, and we'd be happy to send you this as a gift. Thank you all for the tips so far. Thanks, Katie. We accept tips on Venmo and PayPal, or if you'd like to become more of a longtime supporter of this band, we have something called Patreon, which is a way that all our friends and fans and community can be patrons of the music, which is a way to support music, since music isn't really something that you can buy and sell in the same way that you could buy a loaf of bread. it's harder to kind of put a value on music, right? Because sometimes we don't pay anything for it. Sometimes we pay a lot for it, and it means a lot to us. But you can become a patron of this band, or lots of other artists are doing it on Patreon with just $3 a month or $5 a month. And that's all on our website, or patreon.com/DavidWaxMuseum. All right. There are records on our store. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Hi, Cousin Mickey. All right. This goes out to Mila, right?
How I love when you are still like a bird on my windowsill. Like a bee in a daffodil. How I love when you are still as a bee, yes, and I can see why I fell for you way back when. You are so beautiful, I've tried to be dutiful to the lovers that we might have been. How I love when you are still like a bird on my windowsill. Like a bee in a daffodil. How I love when you are still. 'Cause when you're still, I can fill you up like a pitcher with no brim. Still water shows what we know. Our dreams, however inarticulate and dim. How I love when you are still like a bird on my windowsill. Like a bee in a daffodil. How I love when you are still. 'Cause when we talk amidst corn stalks, you sway as they do with the breeze. The world I've built walks on stilts. Oh, watch how it falls down with such ease. How I love when you are still like a bird on my windowsill. Like a bee in a daffodil. How I love when you are still.
Oh, thanks for that request. We are going to play one more song today. Coming up on Sunday, we've got our later evening show at 9 p.m.
This week, though, it's different. It's going to be different. 8 p.m., the one because we're doing that benefit show.
We're doing a benefit show on Sunday night. It's at 8 p.m. instead of 9, and it's to support an local organization here. The Front Porch is amazing music organization that is promoting the show. And who is it supporting?
The Food Justice Network, I believe.
To help people who need food in our community. Hey Tom, hey Michelle. Thanks everyone. And then Tuesday, what's the theme for Tuesday?
It's all Spanish, all in Espanol.
Cinco de Mayo. Oh, thanks Christopher for that nice tip. Cinco de Mayo show on Tuesday with all songs in Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got some other exciting news that's sort of percolating. We'll let you know about next week.
Awesome. How about La Guacamaya? Are you up for that to finish? Or something different?
Maybe colas.
Okay, sure. All right. Thank you so much for hanging out with us this afternoon, everybody. We're going to switch.
I got a cousin. You got a Mexico, she got it. You're gonna have a baby and she'll be in the people back home and they think you never knew.
Mexico, you got it. You're gonna have a baby, it should be a margarita, kissing up your marijuana. What you say to tamales and iguana? Margarita, kissing up your marijuana. What you say to tamales and iguana? Nicolas, 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 and Nicolas. Headed to Chile, but you never got a quest. You get out of Mexico, but you got it. You're gonna have a baby, it should be in Mexico. Stars, the drums, baby, love, you find the middle. Let you stars, the drums, baby, love, you find the middle. Never got a push. Let's go together. Gonna have a baby, it should be a porque no puedo más, aquí la boca tal, no me puede volar. Aquí yo me respiro porque no puedo más, aquí la boca tal, no me puede volar. Nicolas, Nicolas, headed to Chile, but you never got a quest. You got a Mexico, you got it. Gonna have a baby, you should be a Mexico. Nicolas, y Nicolas, headed to Chile, but you never got a quest. You got a Mexico, you got it. Gonna have a baby, you should be a Mexico. All right, thank you guys so much for hanging out.
So many people watching on Facebook. Thanks to all the YouTubers and Instagrammers watching. We love you all so much and feel so glad that we can do this together every week. It's really been a lifeline for us. It's so wonderful to get to have an excuse to continue to play music even without our touring. Thanks, Heather. See you soon, Allie. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you next week, we hope. Take care, everyone.
Bye. Bye.